The show Star Trek, famously calling space the final frontier. But for many scientists, the final frontier is actually right here on planet Earth. 80% of all life on Earth lives in the ocean. And now a team of scientists have designed a ship that will explore the oceans in the same way that the Enterprise explored space. It's called SeaOrbiter, and construction on that ship is set to begin by the end of the year. The project has been 12 years in the making, and now it's finally becoming a reality. Ariel Fuchs is Program and Communications Director for SeaOrbiter, and he joins us from Washington, D.C. Ariel, it's great to have you here, and as I was saying, this is 12 years in the making. It's certainly not going to be a cheap project, so explain to all of us, how is it being funded?
Yes, good morning, Thomas. It's a project that started 10 years ago, but it's really becoming an industrial and science project since 5 years. It's privately mainly funded by private investors such as Rolex and private sectors people. But it has a lot of interaction with the science community, as you understand, and the education side is also very heavy on this project.
Ariel, we're seeing the images. It's absolutely a gorgeous piece of machinery that's going to work as a sea orbiter that floats below and above the surface, as we're seeing right here. Explain to all of us, though, what is the main mission of the SeaOrbiter? What do you hope it will accomplish?
Well, as far as the design, it's come from a very well-known architect in France called Jacques Rougerie, and he was very into the underwater history of Man Under the Sea program and the conch shell program by Cousteau's and the Sea Lab program by the Americans. So it's basically a nomadic underwater house drifting in the ocean, allowing the scientists, the explorers, to better understand what's below the surface of water, because we've known very little of the ocean at large, and we've got a lot to explore still.
Explain to all of us what type of team, how many explorers can exist on the SeaOrbiter at one time to be operating in full capacity, and what type of experiments, projects do they want to do?
Well, it's basically a 18-member crew that will operate the ship or the vessel. 7 of them will be operating members, and the rest of it will be scientists, divers, aquanauts, or maybe astronauts training under the sea. And, well, the range of science that can be done on board is very large, from traditional oceanography to biological marine sciences, plankton monitoring, sea interface, exchange gases to better understand the effect of global warming. So there's a lot of science to be done, and related to that, a lot of education.
Ariel, the design looks very sci-fi, so explain to everybody what type of testing has been done to make sure that something like that could exist in the oceans, especially in major storms.
Yes, well, the design is an answer to better allow people live under the water. And this vertical design is meant to be, the safetiest platform for living under the sea. And it's been testing in Marine Tech in Norway, which is one of Europe's largest facility for testing ships and platforms in the sea. So it's quite safe. It's been tested a lot.
Certainly looks really cool. So we're waiting for it to sail into an ocean near us. Ariel Fuchs, SeaOrbiter Project. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.